I think we talked about the regulations. Let's talk about the taxes. That's a more interesting. Cryptocurrencies tax, and what should the investor be aware of?
Actually, this space is still evolving with respect to the tax. So I'm not a tax consultant.
Yeah.
So with my understanding, this is treated as any other asset class.
Mhm.
And maybe there are multiple rules and regulations because there are multiple components inside that. Maybe if you buy and sell, the taxation rules applies differently. But if you stake the token for earning more rewards, that is kind of the tax rules are applicable differently. So you need to understand the underlying asset what you hold, and this space, as I said, like is still evolving. So it's better to consult a tax consultant who is aware of crypto before you do anything, because all the governments and compliance and regulatory authority, they are kind of very particular about crypto market at this moment, and they're kind of framing the rules for it. So quickly it can change. Maybe there are few countries who are pro in enabling and kind of accepting cryptos. Like I would say that Dubai and Singapore, they are very much pro towards like taxation and things like that. But countries like US are kind of catching up. So it's always better to understand the law of the land before you do anything with it.
Great. Yeah, definitely, Vijay. It's a great advice. So I think you touched on that some risk and challenges, right? So what are some of the biggest risk and challenge facing the cryptocurrency market today, Vijay?
Primarily, there are it's flooded with a lot of scams, and also to navigate that chaos and kind of identifying the right thing is very challenging. And other than that, the regulation and compliance it's kind of every government is working on that, and there are many implications because of that. So you have to be aware of what's happening within that regulatory scheme of things, and you need to adopt your crypto strategies and your portfolios according to that.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you, Vijay. So future of cryptocurrency. So where do you see the future of cryptocurrency heading in the next 5 to 10 years, Vijay?
I would say not only crypto is kind of a very small portion of what's happening in the Web3 world, but I would say that maybe, as I say, like from Web2 to Web3, we are in a navigatory phase at this moment. So the cluster of technologies like 5G internet and computer vision, generative AI, blockchain, all put together, it's kind of going to change the way how we function. Like as a precursor, like how the COVID have changed the way how we work, how we go to school, how we get trained, how we communicate with people. Likewise, these maybe 6 or 7 technologies are going to change the way how the internet looks and how we interact with the internet.
Got it.
Like you must have heard of that VR, AR. Meta and Apple, they are heavily investing into it. And for that, the underlying technology, one of the technology pillar is blockchain.
Okay.
So it's going to change the face of the internet drastically. And it's going to change the way how we learn, how we communicate, how we get entertained, and how kids interact with each other. All that is going to be maybe next 5-10 years, we see a drastic change in terms of how we interact, and it may be more intuitive. Then it's kind of just a two-dimensional space. That's what I could see. Like if you ask me, like 20 years ago, like how mobile and internet would change your world, I could not have told like whatever happened in the recent times, right? So that's the way I could see that that's going to be dramatic change that's going to happen in the next 5-10 years with this help of technology.
Sure. Great, Vijay. So recently I visited the Apple store and participated in the Apple Vision Pro. It's amazing the way things are happening, right?
Right,
So
right.
it's all is going to help them to evolve into that next level of entertainment and information.
Right. I think Gen Z is already into it.
Mhm.
We need to catch up.
Yeah.
And we need to train our minds to get adapted to this.
Yeah, it's a very difficult to come out from our traditional way of thinking and doing, right? So
Right.
hopefully this all will help us out.
Right.
So I think you talked about for the scams, right? Because the way we regulate that cryptocurrencies are completely different, right? So how can individuals recognize and avoid cryptocurrency scams? Jay?
Maybe whatever seems like too flashy, you need to raise a red flag there. Because gone are the days where you can get bitcoins as pennies and then make it work for 1000x, 10,000x. Because a lot of coins that are available in the market, you need to spend some time to do proper due diligence on. If somebody is offering some coin, then you need to do a proper due diligence to understand where they fit into the total ecosystem, right? Because during the ICO boom, I think many companies floated around. Most of them are kind of paper letterpad. We call it in India, right?
Letterpad. Yeah. Letterpad companies.
right. And they minted a lot of money during the time frame before we understand like what's happening within the ecosystem. But right now, still that is happening. So we have to do our proper due diligence before we put our money to buy that any coins or whatsoever in the market. That is one with respect to the coins, and the second is how to safeguard your wallet. That is more important.
Okay.
Because it's not like you just click, you enter some website and you give access to them to your wallet, because a lot of scam happening in that as well.
Got it. So Vijay, so I think if I am like a new to the cryptocurrency, right? So I'm looking at as an investor or my career as like a cryptocurrency or a blockchain expert, right? So in this perspective, so what is your recommendation if I'm just starting out with the cryptocurrency as a like an investor, or I wanted to take it a career in the blockchain perspective? So what is your advice, Vijay? So how we can equip ourselves, how we can look at it, or any other sources we can look at it to go to that next
Like there are multiple sources available, like CoinMarketCap is one website you can go. You will get complete history of any coin, and also like what is the performance over a period of time. You can completely get that. And there are multiple other companies who are kind of launching and also launched in the recent few years, who give a detailed report about any currency. I would not say currency. It's just any crypto which you may be interested in, right? So complete due diligence was very, very, very important. And also you need to understand the difference between a centralized nature of exchanges and decentralized nature of exchanges, because both operate in totally different ways. So when you are trying to get a portion of your investment into it, you need to understand the nuances of which exchange would be ideal for you, and what if something happens, because the market is fluctuating too much, because it's very much run on its own, right? There is no regulatory centralized authority like that. So you need to understand all these nuances when you started to building a portfolio, because the fluctuations can be huge. You need to digest that, and you need to move forward, and you need to have a proper conviction to see like what happens, and you need to have some kind of forethought to see like what if this happens, like how you are going to manage that event. Because I see that with my last maybe 9 years of experience with crypto, there has been a huge fluctuation, right? So you need to have a mindset to digest that.
Okay.
So you need to have a conviction in what you have taken, like why you have taken this investment, and what is the exit,
okay,
and what happens, and what is your at what point you can make or change those decisions, right? So you need to be very clear on, and you need to have a strategy for that.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. It's a more kind of different way of looking at, right? It's not like a regular kind of stock or anything, right? The way is set up, the complete ecosystem is different, right? So we have to equip ourselves, and that we have to have a complete plan, end-to-end plan, and we have to have a strategy if something is not right, and how we can come out as quick as possible, right?
Right. And Bitcoin need to have a different strategy. Ethereum needs to have a different strategy because of the ecosystem it serves, right? So both are called as crypto, but the underlying principles behind those two are totally different.
Understand. Okay. Thank you so much. So what about that someone wanted to get into the cryptocurrency as a carrier, as a developer, or become a SME, right? So what is your recommendation, Vijay?
Yeah, I would not say crypto as such, but as such blockchain as a technology carrier, if they wanted to pursue that, there is a lot of opportunity at this moment, because that is at a very, very early stage.
Okay.
And many universities are offering certifications in blockchain as well. So that can be one path. And if you wanted to have become a subject matter expert, then you need to have the proper understanding of the underlying principle of blockchain, as well as the different kind of ecosystem that exists within that blockchain space. Because we call it as crypto, but crypto is just a portion of it, but blockchain is even much bigger than that. So you need to understand, like based on your appetite and also your personality, which one suits, because there are multiple things you can do, because you can be a crypto portfolio manager, you can be a blockchain technologist, and you can be an analyst, and also you can be an architect.
So multiple career path.
Multiple career path, as like in any other domain. This also opens up doors, because many companies are kind of investing heavily into this technology for the advancement. So you need to pick and choose whichever suits your time frame.
Got it, Vijay. So Vijay, I visited your website, right? So you're also helping for the startups, right? So it's kind of that venture capital, right? So what kind of startup you are looking for if you want to look at it, or potential startups, right? So any specific technology you are looking for, or any new ideas? So what are the recommendations or guidance you have, or you can share it with us, Vijay?
Yeah, primarily emerging tech, and also renewable energy. And something, when I say emerging tech, it could be on the generative AI, blockchain, or robotics, or the 5G, right? So these are the set of technologies we are looking forward. And renewable energy for sustainability, and also on the agriculture automation, right? Tools and technologies, and using the tools to automate some of the agricultural things like that. So those are three primary areas.
Okay. So we will share the website, Vijay, and then if someone wanted to know more about what you are working on, what kind of product and your service offering, then if they want, they can reach out to you also.
Sure, absolutely.
So Vijay, thank you so much, and really appreciate that your time and sharing your knowledge with us. So hopefully it will be very, very helpful to understand that cryptocurrency, right, and as well as blockchain technology. Right. So I'm really appreciate your time, and thank you so much, Vijay.
Thanks, Chandra. Thanks for the invite. I really enjoyed the conversation with you. I'm hopeful that this will help our community to get more awareness into what's happening in the blockchain space. Thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you so much.